Alright, this is a cool trick that I came up with a couple days ago. I'm not sure if it's original. The thing was, I wanted a whole deck change that could be done with a borrowed deck. I wanted the whole deck to change into a spectator selection, and this was the closest I came. It's a borrowed, like, say you have a Svngli deck. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. I don't know how to say that. But if it's kind of that idea where you borrow a deck and you could still accomplish that types of effects. I'll do a quick run through demo, then explain it. We'll say they touch a card. We'll say they touch this card, the 6 of clubs. We leave it sticking out right like that. Lose it into the middle. Snap our fingers. It comes to the bottom. That's pretty cool. Not only that, but if we snap again, it comes to the top. So it's on the top and the bottom, which I personally think is pretty cool. Here, look. If we put it in the middle, snap our fingers, the whole deck starts to look like the 6 of clubs. But if we take that 6, all we have to do is give it a rub, and it starts to look like a completely different card, which is interesting because the whole deck is actually different cards. In fact, there's no 6 in the deck because the 6 is back there in my back pocket. And like I said, this can be done with the borrowed deck. It's real simple. There's no complicated moves here, other than one of them, which I do badly. And I'm trying to change it up and find a way around it. But it was the only way I figured out so far. I figured I could do a 1-card pass or something, but I'll go more into depth when I get there. So they touch a card. And he moves into the middle. And of course you convince and control it. How that works. They touch a card. You align it with the card above or below it. I do either one. I just hit and come up, but they don't have to be perfectly aligned. You'll get away with that easily. So you'll remember the 4 of diamonds. On the down, this pulls out and starts going in. Okay? I've seen guys who go 4 of diamonds. Okay, watch. And they'll leave this spread and they'll leave it sitting there. I don't. I don't know. So you can go 7 of spades, and they'll come down here and then try to pull it out and cull here. I don't find that gives you as nice a picture as culling on your downwards motion, because you have a cover here. You go there and you're on the bottom. Okay? So then you square in that random card, snap, it comes to the bottom. Turn over the deck, snap, and it comes to the top. Now here what I've got is actually 2 cards. Okay? What I've done is I've taken that bottom card, and it's kind of like a halo cut. Okay? You're going to slide that bottom card out along with the top card and align them. And then flash. Okay? So you got their card on the bottom. This is the move that I was trying to fix with, say, a half passer. You could easily, if you don't like this method, bottom palm, drop it on the top. Okay? This is what I use. So their card's on the bottom. You pull out and out, so those 2 cards hit. You square as you turn over. Okay, so it's just one fluid motion. It's this. Now here I'm not even aligned. Here I've got them, but because my hand is turned over, I'm shading that back there. So as long as it's further back, you're good. You don't want it further forwards, because then you get this. But if it's further back, you're good. And you just square up as you turn over. Okay? You can show the 8. See, so I'm not there, and I'm there. Then you're going to touch the bottom as you patter, as if you're just holding their card there. And you can flash this. Then you're going to turn over and lose their card into the middle. What you've actually done is kept their card on the bottom. The way that's done is, as you hold the card there and patter, you've got a double because of that last move. Okay. Turn over, your fingers push it in, pull this card out, and that card goes into the middle. like that. Well, if you were to do a bottom palm method, where you bottom palm the card and bring it to the top, and turn over and show it's also the top card, you would then have to do a top change and back into a double, and then you could continue on with the rest of the trick the way I do it. I just find that this has a certain fluidity of showing, and then it just goes right there. It's a casual action to go pick something up, or you can get motivation for that. So anyways, you've now got their card, whatever, now the Ace of Spades, on the bottom of the deck, and this is going to be like a whatchamacallit. That count there where you just keep flashing the bottom card, flustration, it's going to be a flustration count. So you flash, 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 and this is very convincing. This is what gets people at this point. This is the trick. There I've got a double. Okay, I just held back a double. If you're having trouble getting that double at the end by just cutting off everything but those two cards, just at this point when it's on the bottom, just thumb count or pinky count two cards. Okay, so you just pinky count those two cards, and then go on with your frustration count, and just at the end swing cut everything past, and I'm just flicking that card out like this. All the cards turn into the ace. Because you've got two cards, you can do a nerd and ace at this point. Turn it back over, palm off that card. You can one-handed top palm as you gesture. As you gesture forwards, that's not all. And I like to, at this point I want to spread the deck on the table. And because I don't have a table here, what I did in the demo was I palmed off, turned the deck over, spread underneath, threw it back in that hand, just pretty much culling that in a palm. Then you pull it out of your pocket or wherever you want. I guess you can go into something like Tank's Accidental Discovery from here. For those of you who don't know what Tank's Accidental Discovery is, ask Tam. It's a cool trick from Wonderwords in which a selected card appears, I think it was a thought of card. I don't remember if it's thought of card to thought of place, or if it's selected card to thought of place. It's one of the two. But either way, you can go into Tank's Accidental Discovery. I think it's selected card to thought of place. Okay, and they can seriously think of anywhere. But anyways, enough about talking about that trick. There is a brrwsvngli deck routine.